have this for the records as well. It should be recorded now.
Perfect.
Jacob Beckley, welcome to AMA Central for the fourth time. Cure Token presenting their updates, their news. I am super excited, and I hope you're too. So, how's it going for you? How is Cure?
Cure has been doing really well. You know, we've developed a lot of new technology recently. We've been rolling it out, partnering with other projects, working on sponsorships, partnerships. I mean, it is an immense amount of stuff that I want to share about today. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind. Crypto life.
It's been, yeah, I mean, everything's been a little crazy these days too, these past few days. So, you know, for the whole altcoin market too, things that we didn't expect. But I think, you know, you're holding well. You have a very good and solid base at Cure, so not really affecting your token so much, which is good. Let's talk about it a little bit. But first of all, as always, Jacob, just to make sure that, you know, new people get to know you and get to know Cure, let's have a little bit of an introduction, and then we will jump into detail.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jake Beckley. I am the founder of Cure Token. And Cure Token is a little bit different than most projects in this space. I started a nonprofit organization in 2016 that's focused on pediatric cancer research and awareness, and it was very successful. And we've raised over $1 million since 2016 prior to the token. And when the pandemic hit, all of our traditional fundraising efforts just kind of dried up. You know, we used to rely entirely on in-person events and silent auction items and raffles and all these things that most fundraisers and charities do. So while sitting in the pandemic, we needed to pivot. So we pivoted into crypto and started up Cure, which is the first foundation-backed project from a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And Cure is about, I'd say, just around 4 months old right now. And we have accomplished every single milestone a project is supposed to accomplish and more. And we've been developing some great technology along the way that I can't wait to share here in a minute. But yeah, it's been quite a ride, quite a journey. And we've done some pretty remarkable things, both as a project and for the foundation and for people in need.
And as I said, well, this is the fourth time for me presenting your token. So honestly, you know, I'm not getting impressed, but people definitely have to get impressed by all the things you guys have done so far and everything you've brought into the BSC. You've demonstrated so much since the very first day we talked, where I was hesitant about charity tokens, to demonstrate that when charity is done properly, is just good. It's just beautiful. So not only that, but also the R&D that you're putting into it, and all of the technological development that you've got going on to make DeFi and the Binance Smart Chain a better place too is remarkable. So, you know, I don't have a lot to really say apart from just congratulations. Let's dive into it.
Yeah, let's do it. And, you know, I want to, I guess, echo what you were just saying about, you know, the technology that we're putting into this. You know, we, from the beginning, have been a project that has attracted people from outside of crypto. And that's been our major differentiator as a project. A lot of projects get started, they moon, they decline, they moon again. And it's always from crypto holders, crypto investors, people who know about crypto. And because our project is resonating so much outside of crypto and attracting an audience that knows nothing about wallets and nothing about exchanges and BNB and Binance and all of this, we needed to pivot a little. So that's one of the new technologies that we've developed, which is called CurePay, which is currently in the final stages of our beta testing. And right now you can access it, and it's allowed right now for the purchase of Cure Token. But in the future, we're going to roll this out to other projects and white label it and allow people the same access to people who don't understand what wallets and exchanges are at all. And basically how it works is you would go to pay.curetoken.net and you'd put in your credit card, which would be any credit card throughout the world. So we've partnered with Stripe, which is a payment processor, as well as PayPal. And then we also allow for Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Venmo as payment options. But the idea behind it is this is for the non-traditional crypto users, although most of the people using it today are in the crypto space. It is the cheapest route to get into crypto right now. If you were to use Simplex or MoonPay, you'd be paying anywhere from 12 to 22% to enter into the space. And we are doing it for just the transaction fee of the credit card and the payment processing. So, but basically what it does is you put your details in, the charge gets approved. It's on the back end, there's a significant amount of technology that takes place. But it creates a dynamic wallet for you if you don't have a wallet. It will transfer over BNB to that wallet in the amount that you purchased. It'll then fire off a series of events where it interacts with PancakeSwap through API using the Web3 protocols. And then it swaps your BNB into Cure. And then right at the end of that, you get an email with information on how to access your tokens. So you get a custom dashboard that is continually being added onto each day with new features and functionality. Initially, we just wanted to create a mechanism for people to buy. We've solved that. Now we've added in additional features where people can request their private keys if they know what those are, and they can get their encrypted private keys securely sent to them on screen. So we never access them, we never see them. And then we're building in new features such as a 0% transfer, so that if you want to transfer these tokens to a wallet of your choice, historically, you would have to go through our contract, and our contract takes tokenomics off of it, 10% transaction tax fees. We're bypassing that. So you'll be able to do a 0% transfer. All you do is you pay the gas fees behind the scenes. And then we're shortly here rolling out new feature around being able to sell within the dashboard as well as stake. So we did introduce staking since the last time we spoke as well. And we have a 1-year staking pool, which is set up as a reward system of 40%, which is pretty significant for a project of our scale.
You know, when I saw it, it just made me feel happy. And I feel like, you know, from the very first plans that we talked about up to now, you have developed so much. You have gone so far. I remember when we talked about NFTs, you know, for hospital database, and you've really overpassed every expectation that I had for your token in terms of you really diving into BSC, DeFi, seeing which things are missing, and working with your team, with the professionals that you have in your team to actually, you know, solve problems pretty much that BSC is, let's say, presenting to token creators. You know, the Cure Pay, everything that you're doing is definitely on point. I think once you get the 360-degree covered, Cure can be one of the strongest projects in the BSC and probably in the rest of the altcoin market, probably in the next few years. Now, I do want to cover something which was, you know, the very first day of Cure Token, which is pretty much when we met up to now, and put it together and see, you know, kind of show people how much you've developed, just so they can see how far you're going in terms of technology.
Yeah, so absolutely. You know, the key to any project in the BSC space, if you want to be sustainable, you have to be continually developing technology, new utilities. You need to be evolving and iterating. And that is at the core of what Cure is about. You know, so since the beginning, you know, we did all the historical things that every project does. You know, you get listed on a few big name sites, you do some airdrops, you get some exposure through Reddit and some other things like that. But eventually, after you get over that first wave, then it comes down to what type of project are you and what do you stand for and what are you producing? And that's what we're doing. So we've introduced staking in order to incentivize people to want to hold their tokens for a period of time and get rewarded for it. We're also introducing farming so that we can help improve our liquidity over time. And then we did the CurePay product, and there's a lot more that's on the horizon outside of that. But from a technology perspective, I don't think you'll find another project that's very progressive on the technology side. We have a lot planned when it comes to NFT staking, NFT lotteries, NFT marketplace, and some really cool stuff. But what CurePay is about is, what you see today is just a product in its infancy. There is so much more that's going to be bolted on to CurePay to make it even more valuable and exciting. So you can look at it as a Cure wallet, for example. I mean, it truly is a wallet, and it's all exists in the BSC space on the blockchain. But the future of this is to build an ecosystem that other projects can leverage. And because it's not just Cure that has the problem that people want to get in, but they just don't have the education to know what a wallet is, and exchanges, and PancakeSwap, and KuCoin, and all these other things. And we're trying to simplify that and break down those barriers. And we're going to open this up to other projects, anyone that wants to come in, and we're going to build an ecosystem. And then eventually we will have within this ecosystem a series of projects that all roll up into almost like an exchange, or almost like a wallet that you can go to and make trades in, tax-free trades. I mean, that's the key here, is making this stuff accessible but affordable, and kind of flipping the whole space on its head, and not just existing like every other project, but continually trying to evolve. You also mentioned the NFTs, NFTs around healthcare and research. There's a lot that's been underway on that, and that is going to be our biggest differentiator in this space, is that we are going to have a real utility that lives outside of crypto. And that utility is going to benefit the world. It's going to benefit researchers. It's going to benefit the individuals. And from that, there's going to be a significant amount of positive momentum in research and in healthcare. And so, I mean, that's what excites us the most. So since we spoke, we've partnered with some of the best blockchain developers and experts in the world, both in and outside of healthcare. And we are building a team that is going to make this happen. And we've already identified how we're going to do it. Now the next phase is kind of rolling out our roadmap of how we bring this to life. And we're very close to doing that. And this is going to be the year of that, the Cure chain. So we're super excited about that. And, as I said earlier, you go on a project, you get into that wave where you get a really large wave, and then you start to come down and you start to stabilize. Most projects have a decision point ahead of them. They either continue and they try to create spikes every once in a while, or they do something completely different and add some real valuable utility. And that's what we're doing, is we're going to get to the point where we're going to have such a valuable utility, both in and outside of crypto, that our chart is just going to continually go up from this grounding that we've gotten to and have started to now break out of. And this project is absolutely going to go further and farther because of utility. But not only because of utility, but because of a lot of the major things we have coming up from a sponsorship, partnership, marketing perspective. That again, looking at other projects, I think we're really progressive on what we're doing. I know we've been talking, at least in our group, they know that there's a NASCAR sponsorship coming up, and this is a NASCAR sponsorship for the entire 22 season, which will start February 1st and end in October. And we are supposedly, according to NASCAR, we are the only crypto project that has a full 1-year sponsorship. So we will be, on all of their digital properties. You will see Cure everywhere, and that's another reason why we built CurePay, to make it accessible for people to enter. And so that's a really big deal. And shortly we'll be able to announce the race team, the actual driver, and the race team that we've partnered with. This is for those of you who know NASCAR, there are multiple series within NASCAR spectrum. This is the top level of NASCAR. This is the NASCAR Cup Series. So this is the highest level. It's like there is no level above it. The one below this is Xfinity, and that's where a lot of crypto projects go because of affordability. But that top level is really where we're going to get the notoriety as a solid project. But we also have a lot of partnerships which have been underway, and most recently today, we announced and we were awarded the Pixel Coin of the Week, which is a pretty significant partnership and award to be given. So we're excited about that, and excited about all the other partnerships which we have lined up, which we haven't announced yet, that are still either being held back a little bit or still in development. But there's some really big things happening for Cure Token, even outside the technology side. When we start talking about the technology side and partnerships, we've got at this point about a dozen projects, and some of them in the billion market cap range, that want CurePay. And we are going to be figuring out a business model to support them, to have managed services, to get these products accessible to them through white label solutions, so that these projects can have their own easy access payment mechanism. So there's just so much happening, and it's happening really fast. And as I said, every single day we are enhancing our CurePay product. We're adding new features. We're listening to feedback and hearing from the community on things they want to see. And we're developing just as fast as things come in. So, for example, everyone said they wanted 0% transfer fees to be able to move it to the wallet of their choice, and that was developed in a day. And I mean, we're moving at the speed of light with this product, and we've got the team and the infrastructure to make this scalable, secure, and global as well, which I think is a big differentiator, because there's a lot of these products that exist in certain regions of the world and they can't break out of that. This is a global product, and it works in Asia and Europe and Africa, in the Middle East, in the US, South America, I mean, everywhere. And that's just really exciting, and super exciting to see where Cure is going and how fast we're moving. And next week it's going to be a completely evolved product, and a month from now it'll be even better.
Well, I think, I don't want to sound too repetitive, but I do think that you've really come a long way, demonstrate a lot. One of the things I want to highlight is the non-stop development that Cure has been through, guys. I interview an average of 2 projects a day, and for the records, I think no project like Cure, honestly, so far, showing constant development, constant work. Like, honestly, Jacob has his head around Cure probably around 12 hours a day at least, looking for new ways to make it grow, looking for new ways to make Cure a powerful platform, which is what makes me admire his work and admire the token itself. Honestly, I do understand that BSC was built and born around hype. And that's how it works, Jacob. Sometimes we have to deal with it, and some tokens that are merely hype tokens will do better than stable, serious, professional, and organized project like Cure, for example, which has done great and is doing great. I think Cure is indeed doing great, but honestly, in my opinion, it should be 10 times higher than it is right now. Cure is at least a 100 million market cap token, in my opinion.
Yeah, and speaking about that hype, that's been a point of contention for me. We're a serious project. We're not in this space to just get the next moon and move on and then rug pull and start a new project. I mean, that's not what this is about at all. I mean, this is a project that's going to be here a very long time. And we've got a very solid roadmap and a solid team, and we're assembling even more people to make all of this happen. And our project's going to be stable. It's going to get to the point where we are continually trending upward, and I think we are getting to that point very quickly here. But going back to the meme projects in the hype, we have been sprinkling in some hype here and there, and because that is necessary in this space, as you described. One of the things that is coming up from a hype perspective outside of NASCAR, and I can't wait to announce who the driver is, but that's a really big deal, and our chart is definitely going to show and be represented by that announcement. But we also have very shortly here our first exchange listing, and when tokens and projects get onto an exchange, there is a significant growth in that project. And we've spent many months here identifying the best exchange for our audience, for our demographic, and for the goals of our project. And we've narrowed it down. We've got an agreement in front of us. We've signed the agreement, and very shortly here, and I can't give the timing, but very shortly here, we are going to have our first exchange listing. And it's, I told everyone before, I've been chasing the tier 1, tier 2, and there's tier 3, and I refuse to go with the tier 3. I just don't think there's a lot of value there at all. And it's, it's less expensive, but it doesn't get you good results. We are going with an exchange that everyone knows, everyone's heard of. It's recognizable. They have not been hacked, so it's not Bitmart, but it's better than Bitmart. They are in the, I think it's the top 30 as far as market cap within CoinMarketCap exchanges. They are very well known, reputable, and the right choice for us. And shortly we'll be able to announce who that is, but that's exciting for a project to be at that cusp of getting on an exchange. And it's a long process and it's a costly process, but the reward for the project and the holders is going to be significant, very significant.
Sounds great. Sounds great. I don't really know which exchange it is, but hopefully going to be a blast. I do want to mention the fact that you guys have surprisingly not really shown any interest in bridging, in having a bridge to Ethereum, which I think, honest perspective, your token is super suitable for Ethereum chain. Like, I see your token more of an Ethereum project than a BSC project, in my opinion. Even though BSC, you killed it and you are killing it, actually, but I do believe that I see a lot more potential in Ethereum for a project like yours. So why haven't you thought about bridging, which is not so expensive indeed, and it works pretty well, I think?
Yeah, we have thought about that. There's been a lot of conversation around bridging and forking, and trying to figure out how do we tap into the Ethereum community, which is a different type of audience. There's a different level of tolerance for fees because of the price of Ethereum. I mean, let alone it's so expensive to enter. But that is something that's on our roadmap. And timing, between the senior members of the team and myself, we have a time in mind when this can occur. We're still working through some of the logistics around it to make sure that it is the right move, because the BSC space is great for us, but just like you said, the Ether space, Ethereum space could be a good spot for us as well. So we are evaluating it. It is on our roadmap. We do have a tentative timeline in mind, and to do a full launch in Ethereum. And not lose sight of the BSC space. So this is not a bridge like, okay, we're moving, see you all later. This is we're looking at this as a fork where we will be able to maintain both communities, because I think there's a lot of value in the BSC space and I don't want to lose that. And I think we could also just amplify the project potential through a potential fork.
I'm expecting that too, that's why I brought it up. I think a lot of people have the same perspective, the same thoughts. And I do think, kill it in Ethereum, honestly. Like, you would honestly kill it with all that you're offering. Now, well, very, very suitable right now for exchanges. I think you need to step up and you're already doing it, jumping into exchanges. It's been 4 months. I think it's finally time to, take the step forward and jump into something bigger. And for the rest, again, congratulations, Jacob. I mean, everything you've spoken about today, everything you've shown me so far is extremely impressive. And people can see it. People are seeing it. You're getting that, those smart investors in since we started the AMA. And congratulations to the ones that really, got their mind straight up and went in and invested into Cure, which I think is going to be doing great in the next leg up for the bull run. Anyways, Jacob, if you have anything else to add to it, if you have anything else to say, this is your home. Feel comfortable to say anything you want. I don't have to guide you through anything. My community is your community, so I'm more than happy to hear.
Well, I want to focus a bit on the charity aspect because at the end of the day, that's why I started this, was to make a difference in the world through philanthropy, and just be an extension of what I've been doing throughout the years. Cure has enabled so much good as a result, and it's just from a 3% tax that we've been accumulating that we've actually done a lot with it. We've raised about $400,000 in 4 months, and that's pretty remarkable. I mean, at one point when our chart was mooning, we were generating about $30,000 a day for charity for a few days, and it was just awesome. And with those funds that have come in, we've done some remarkable things. We've helped direct family support for people in need. Which you can find on the website. And there's also a grant application on our website for people to be able to fill out to request support for someone they know, or a family member, or someone in their community. But this past December, we wanted to do something big. So we partnered with Family Reach, which is a very large organization throughout the world. And they help families in crisis, but try to get to them before, which is the key, trying to get into the families before they're actually at the point of major issues financially. And we made a substantial contribution to them. They were able to do a lot with it. And we'll be sharing shortly where that went and what we were able to do and the families that we were able to support. And outside of that partnership, we've been doing a lot. I mean, I think I mentioned last time about the boy I met with terminal brain cancer that we've been supporting. When we get involved, we do everything we can to take the burden off of their lives and what the family is going through. And that's usually financial. So to be able to come in and remove those burdens, that gives them time to focus on what's important and focus on their families and their children. So we've done a lot of these, and I'm pretty excited about all of them. Very shortly here, our first grant recipient, who was, is a leukemia survivor, I guess, at this point. But he's so young, he's had leukemia his whole life, and he's never been able to travel. So our first grant was to get him to Disney World. And he's going to be taking his trip here very shortly, which is so exciting. He's unfortunately under the weather right now, but the trip is scheduled. It's going to be an amazing experience for he and his family, and it'll be his first ever vacation as a child. So it's great to see how we can help families in need. We can help make dreams. We can help change lives, and that's what this project is about. I guess also about our charity support. We've got some very, very lofty goals this year about what we want to be able to do and contribute. We have partnerships coming up with some of the biggest organizations in the world that are focused on cancer. American Cancer Association is one of them. And we're trying to find ways to better collaborate, tap into our communities more, and sort of bridge the gap between the real world philanthropy and the crypto philanthropy. So all of these things are going to help bring in a lot more members and eyeballs onto our project, because now we're tapping into the mainstream world. And, and that's also the power of CurePay. It's a vehicle to get people in who don't know anything about crypto. So we're becoming the Coinbase and the Robinhood of the BSC space. That's where we're taking this, is we want to make it accessible and we want to make it easy for people to get in. So this year is, I just can't stress enough how critical this year is for our success. We're going to do some things that, we haven't even thought of yet, but we're going to do some things. We've got some big claims out there, and we've got some big goals that we want to achieve. And I know, and I'm confident we're going to achieve them. Everything that we said we wanted to do, everything we said we were going to do, we've done it. And a lot of times faster than we even expect. So we are putting the time behind it. This crypto world, crypto life is 24 hours a day, as you know. You never tune it out, never turn it off. But that's the best part about it. If you put the time in, you put the dedication in, good things will happen. And for me, the good things happening are being able to support so much good through philanthropy and just help a lot of people at the end of the day. So that's what excites me. That's what drives me. That's what keeps me going. And, the next level of all of this, when this really, really takes us to that next level, is going to be with the Cure chain. That is going to be revolutionary, absolutely revolutionary for crypto. And it's going to to enable real progress in research. And it's going to, through the power of NFTs and dynamic NFTs and this reward-based system, it's going to create passive income for everyone in the world. So this is it's a big, lofty idea, but as I said, we've assembled a team to support it. We've got the right people behind it. We've got big names, people from NIH, from CDC, I mean, just all over the place throughout the world, organizations and researchers throughout the world that are ready for this and want this, and patient families that are like, yes, take all my data. Take it all, if it can go help others. And this is going to be a very revolutionary entry into crypto community and blockchain in general. And it's not just revolutionary, but it's going to be game changing. And just very excited about the future of that. And I think, every month we'll make progress, but every 3 months we'll hit a major milestone that we'll be able to share. And it's pretty excited about where we're going to go. And by the end of this year, we are going to have more than a minimum viable product. And we're going to have a real use case under our belts and have real information in it and real researchers using it and a real monetization and tokenomic strategy behind it. I mean, all of these things are coming together in a way that that Cure, which started as a little project to raise a little bit of money over here, is turning into something that has the potential to have a massive impact globally. And that's what is just exciting me the most, is just what this potential is looking like and what the future holds for us. And all it takes is continued effort, putting in the time each day and each night. I mean, my nights are sleepless, my weekends are booked, and just doing everything I can to bring this to life and create a good environment for long-term holders. And I think we've proven that's what Cure's about, and I think we're on the right track to keep it going.
Makes total sense. I think you are definitely on the way to success. Again, it's been retracing a little bit, which is normal for the market that we've faced. But as I said before, with all the development that Cure is showing, a lot of our early investors are still holding without any fear, because they know what's coming. They know that Cure is going to be a top coin one day. It already is top class, but I mean top notch as in numbers, and I do really believe so. But anyways, Jacob, I think we might as well jump into the investor questions. I think we might as well see if anyone has questions for you. Starting with Wolfie. Wolfie, have you got a question for Jacob, mate?
Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you don't mind if I ask a couple. I've been taking some notes based on your website and everything, and what you've said this far. I believe I spoke with one of your team members last night, who sent me the link to the AMA, so I've been listening. I hope you don't mind if I ask a couple of questions, more than one, if that's okay with you, and if I have a minute.
Fine with me.
My first question is, what is your experience as far as your professional experience? A lot of people don't like to mention it, but you're clearly doxed. So as far as
I am 100% doxed, both professionally, from a philanthropy perspective and from a crypto perspective. My career has been solely focused on technology and innovation. I work at a company in Chicago called Fusion 92, which is the leader in marketing innovation technology. I head up the product side, technology, and innovation side for the agency. We are, I think we're 130 people, slowly growing to about 200 something here shortly. And we're on a great trajectory from that perspective. My day job is that I work with big brands. I help them navigate the times, help them pivot in technology space through technology transformation, marketing transformation, and just really take them to that next level and get ahead of their competition. So that's on the day-to-day, point. When I started the foundation in 2016, I had done a lot of stuff, personally, to do whatever I can to raise money for pediatric cancer research and awareness. And if you look at some of the things on my foundation side of the website, you'll see that I've done things like built boats and rowed across Lake Michigan. I've done it with a NFL Pro Bowler, Charles Peanut Tillman. I do things, whatever I can, to put myself out there to make a difference and raise money that goes to charity. And that was the catalyst for Cure. It was the pandemic hit, as I mentioned, and we just needed to change. And that's, my background in innovation and technology, my passion for crypto, my philanthropy, all of this came together to build Cure. And I think I'm very well suited from a technology acumen and background perspective to take this to that next level, as well as from a philanthropy perspective. This isn't a charity that just got started because we had a project. This is a charity that I've been passionate about and working with for years. And all of it came together and,
awesome.
And built this project.
And as far as the platform goes, I noticed you guys launched it September, mid-September, and please excuse my ignorance towards the beginning stages. I wasn't part of the project. Was this payment platform an afterthought?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what the original thought was, and I'll be blunt. I really wanted to raise $200 to $400 a day. That was my goal for the charity, because I had it was a small idea, but I had a commitment that our foundation makes every single year to researchers throughout the world. And I was just like, man, we can't do this through traditional methods. Maybe crypto's the right way to go. And that was the goal. Quickly surpassed that and have quickly grown beyond that. Now Cure is supporting researchers and families in many continents throughout the world, and it's going to grow every single week. We've been able to help families in Latin America, South America, in Europe, in Africa, the U.S., obviously all over. So, we're growing with our reach and our ability to help and support others more and more. So the CurePay platform is definitely an afterthought. I knew early on with this project that we were attracting many more people who were interested in supporting Cure from outside of the crypto community than those inside. But we are doing the traditional crypto things, the marketing and the social and the Reddit posts, and we have Discord and Telegram and Twitter, and we have all these things because that's what crypto space needs. But we've been getting a lot more people from outside of crypto. So we have a traditional PR agency on board, retainer, which helps us go out and get articles, things like Bloomberg, Yahoo, Benzinga, get those things organically. They're also setting up interviews and podcasts and all those things that are outside of crypto during cancer communities, cancer journals, kind of just going more to philanthropy route and the research side. And that's a big differentiator for a project. But by reaching outside of crypto, I quickly realized that I was not able to support all the people that wanted to come in and do one-on-one phone calls with them and show them this is what a wallet is, and this is how you transfer BNB, and this is how you get BNB, and this is how you go over and the Pancake Swap and acquire Cure token. And we did videos and documentation and all that, but it just wasn't enough for the crowd that's coming in. So I knew that we had to develop a new product, and that's where CurePay came out of. I wanted to automate the process of what people do naturally, fully automated, so that people don't have to even know about a wallet. And what we built is a walletless wallet. So it is a wallet as we know it. It is on the blockchain, so you can go and check out your wallet address on BSC scan. Everything's there. But what we've done is we've tied this to Auth0, which is traditional authentication, which is email password. That's what people outside of crypto recognize. That's why Coinbase and Robinhood took off so well. It's because they needed to make it accessible. We've done the same thing. We've made it accessible through your email, your password. You get a wallet. You can access it if you want. It's there. But these people, most of them they don't even know what it is and don't even want to know what it is. They just want the ability to buy. They want the ability to trade and sell. And these are the features that we're building on a daily basis to make this product's roadmap be very sustainable, very strong. And then the very short-term future of CurePay is that this is going to go to other projects, and it is going to be white labeled. It's going to be a managed service. So it'll be all of these projects will be on the same platform, but they'll have their own instances of it. And it'll be transparent that it's CurePay, and they'll be able to have their potential holders just by using traditional payment methods.
Awesome. And my last question, I swear, have you guys use this for your native token so far? Is it in test stages, or do you guys have other projects that are currently using this platform successfully?
Right now, it is only accessible for Cure, and
Okay.
you can see it at pay.curetoken.net. But we are using Cure as the first use case. We are, obviously with any new product, you launch it, you learn real fast, you pivot real fast, and you iterate and you redevelop and you add stuff to it. And that's what we've been doing over the past month here. And now it's at the point where it is very shortly nearing production quality, production readiness, where we will onboard the first projects. And these projects are some big names that we're talking to right now. And then it's great. I mean, we're going to enable them to be able to bolster their projects up. I mean, one of the coolest things about it is that because this is all automated, it's not doing anything funny behind the scenes. It is actually buying tokens on PancakeSwap. I mean, you'll see it. The moment somebody buys it, instantly hits the chart. I mean, this is like, it's just automating. Instead of somebody saying, okay, go download the wallet, go buy BNB onto your wallet, now go to PancakeSwap, connect, now transfer. It just does that in a few seconds. It just automated everything and makes it easy and accessible. But the process is exactly the same as a manual process. It's automating everything for the person.
Awesome. All right. And this is planning on being launched for other projects. What quarter? This quarter maybe, or next quarter?
Absolutely this quarter. I think we're.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're probably a couple weeks out here from launching on a second project.
Awesome. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thanks, Benson, for letting me ask so many questions. I know it gets a little monotonous at times, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for answering my questions, man.
Thank you, Wolfie.
That's completely fine on my side. I love having you around, Wolfie, and I like the fact that you really, really dive in deep in the projects that you invest in, which is very, very important. I always say it, essential. Thank you so much.
We're looking at a more ergonomic type, user-friendly payment platform for us too. So I'll save all that talk for private conversations, of course, and DMs. But that's why I like to see what's new and out there, and I like I like the thing behind it.
Yeah, Wolfie, I'll definitely reach out. We'll set up a one-on-one, and I'll walk you through the product. And you can see the back end and see how it works, and see if it's something that you think is right for your project.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Perfect, lovely. Thanks so much, Wolfie, and best of luck. Definitely get in touch with Jacob. I think he's very flexible in partnerships too, and you both have very strong projects. So get in touch, you guys together. I think you can do great things. Thank you so much, Wolfie. Appreciate you. Let's go to the next question. If you guys have any, guys, if you have any other questions, anything else you want to ask Jacob, I'm sure he's more than happy to answer your questions. So go for it. Is there anyone raising the hand, Jacob? Because I really can't see it. I don't know why, but
yeah, I'm not seeing anyone raising their hand.
Any either. I guess everything was clear enough. I don't want to force people to ask questions that if they don't have them, they should come in naturally. So again, that means everything was clear, Jacob. The updates are insane. I was so happy to be able to send content to. I think visual content is really what makes the difference. So again, wonderful. Well, Eric wants to speak.
Oh, great.
Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hey guys. No, all it was.
There you are.
Yeah, at the bottom of the list, you've got Cherokee Bill and, forgive me, Koya Garden. Is it Axel?
Yeah, Axel probably, yeah. Well, let's go for Cherokee Bill. Cherokee, hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
So the question, as far as it sounds like you have a great project going on there. Good luck with that. I was just needing the correct contract address and the website.
Oh, great. Yeah, we can drop that in.
All right. Sounds awesome. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure I can drop it in, though. So we'll get it dropped.
Perfect. Axel's got a question too, apparently. Axel is a long-term holder for Cure. I think Axel invested in our very first AMA, Jacob. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been there, man. My holding is still, I'm holding it since then. I even forgot about it. Now that I saw you guys are doing really, really good. Now, when I check my holdings, it's doing really good. I have no questions, just compliments. You guys are doing a great job. That's it. So just want to show my gratitude. So thank you. You guys are doing a great job.
Well, thank you, Axel. We're trying every day to make it a better place for investors and like yourself, a long-term holder. We're doing a lot. We are being very ambitious in what we do, and we are moving very fast. So, all of these things that I've outlined, the exchange, the NASCAR deal, the Cure Pay, all of these things have the sole focus of building our project and making it grow. And unfortunately, we've been in a real downward trend as a market for some time here. And I think Bitcoin is kind of driving that, and it really took a dump recently. But it's going to come back. The market is absolutely going to come back. And that's going to have a cascading effect against, the mainstream, tokens and cryptos out there, all the way down to the altcoins. And Cure is doing a significant amount of stuff to ensure when that happens, we have an even stronger foundation to be able to build off of. And that's where we're putting all of our energy, our time, our resources right now is just in building as much technology, as many tools and tooling as we can do to really be prepared for when the market has a massive upswing, and we're going to be riding it higher than other projects, I believe, because of all the things that we're investing in right now.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. People are panicking about the Bitcoin dumping to 43K, but I'm still bullish. This is nothing. The future is ahead and many things.
Exactly right. I read an article a couple months ago how many times people have said Bitcoin is dead, and they're saying it again. And I think it's over 400, 500 times when people claim in the media Bitcoin's dead. It's not. And unfortunately, Bitcoin drives a lot of the market, and a lot of the altcoins are riding on the waves of Bitcoin. And so right now it's in a downward trend, as well as all the projects around us. But that's not going to be a permanent thing. Bitcoin is going to come right back stronger than it has. It's going to have a new all-time high, and the whole way all the altcoins and projects like here are going to be growing at a significant rate as a result of that.
Yeah, good to hear, man. I'm still bullish on everything, so no worries from me. And I will see your project in the future.
Yeah, I can't wait to see where we are in 6 months. I mean, that's going to be.
I'll be still holding my stuff. So thank you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Just say my compliments, and that's all.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Axel. And again, you already know where your money is invested. A very, very, very safe project. So just sleep on with it and let it grow. Let it grow with months. Let it grow with years. It's going to be amazing. Anyways, Jacob, not to take any more of your time, not to take any more of my time either. We are busy, man. We need to get back to business. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you here from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to see you very, very soon, Jacob.
All right. Well, as always, thank you, Benson, for having us on. We're excited about the next week here. It's going to be a great week for us, and we're even more excited about the next 6 months and a year. So we'll be back. You'll hear some more updates from us, and hopefully we'll be blowing some minds with some of the things we're going to be doing here, because we got a lot in the roadmap that we haven't even shared yet that's coming up, and we're so excited about it.
No doubt. I can fully vouch for Cure Token, guys. As I said, one of my favorite projects that we have brought into AMA Central. So honestly, myself, 100% vouching for them, and the growth that Jacob is bringing to it. he's already demonstrated everything. He really doesn't have to demonstrate, but just keep working to make it memorable. And that's it. I just want to thank you once again. I wish you a great day. Enjoy your family as always, and keep working for Cure and for your personal success too. Thank you so much, Jacob. I'll see you very soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for assisting. That was Jacob from Cure Token, one of my favorite tokens. And once again, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Yes. Have a good one. Good night.